Hi, everybody. Karen Rauch Carter here, and I have a friend and fellow graduate of my certification training live with me right now. And she wanted to talk about why she took my course and what she got out of it, so that hopefully, if you have any questions about or doubts or concerns or whatever, maybe she can help you answer some of the questions. So, Victoria, give me the little lowdown about who you are, where you came from, where you're at, what you want to say about yourself, and then why did you take
Right.
my certification course?
Okay, so I'm Victoria Hanley and I am in Northern Colorado. I've been here for about 25 plus years, and I just completed in the summer of 2021 your course. I had read your book probably 20 years ago, and it always been kind of in the back of my mind. And then the course showed up in my inbox, and I thought, huh, this is really feeling like something I should head toward. Sometimes it's just very intuitive, and yet I still had questions. So I uh, asked you some questions. And now, from the perspective of having done the course, I want to address some of the things that maybe people would be wondering about.
Yeah, awesome.
So, uh, why take this? To me, pretty much everyone could use some change in their life. And often I think for myself and for others, we might not be able to see what is in the way. And what I feel like Feng Shui did for me, the in-depth Feng Shui of the course, was let me see what's there, what's in the way, and how to get it out of the way so that change can become more real. Instead of just something we think, well, wouldn't it be great if that changed? There's a way to actually address it. So the biggest thing for me, you would always say in your class, if it's in your life, it's in your home, right? And that turned out to be so true for me and for the houses that I worked with. It gave me a lot of confidence that this is something I can help people with. Because it's not just if it's in your life, it's in your home. It's in your home, it's in your life. So it reveals, and there's something tangible. You can look at it and go, oh, okay, now I see. So the course takes you around not just your house, but your yard and anywhere else that you're spending your time. So your environment is going to reflect your state of mind.
So when it
And
comes to
if you
taking
want your
this
state of
course,
mind
oh,
to
sorry.
change, yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to, because I promised people that you will be a confident feng shui consultant, a confident, qualified feng shui consultant in the end, or I mentor you until you are. And, a lot of people just think that's hooey balooey, but I mean, I think by the time you're done, I don't let you escape unless you are a confident person. And it seems like without that much effort, people become confident because of the logic of the course and how it's presented. And so what did you think about that? Tell me, I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but did you learn things that you didn't
Yeah.
expect to learn? And how did you think you felt confidence wise in the beginning, middle, end, whatever?
Well, so I found you very easy to learn from. And that's important when you're taking any kind of course, because you don't waste words, but you do tell stories and give examples that came across to me so that I could really understand what you were getting at. And those examples would translate then into not just my house, but the houses of the friends that I went to and the stranger that I went to. And yeah, it teaches you how to think about, the yin yang, the elements, all of the elements. It teaches you some of the science of what call Bao Biology, which is thinking about how are we fitting in and what are all these electrical and magnetic forces that are surrounding us and how do we work with those. I just was, the thing that surprised me the most was how much change I saw in people, some of whom I had known for decades. So fast.
In the results that they got from your work?
Yeah. So it was like that thing of if you give someone a chink, they'll open the door and become more of who they want to be. So that was pretty fun to see that, and to also, for people who are thinking about taking this. So, Karen is not this hidebound traditionalist, and so she's going to encourage you to bring your own skills and knowledge into Feng Shui, so that you can adapt what you already know and put it into place with the Feng Shui. And then all of those elements of the Bagua, which is all those wonderful 9 places in your house, are going to show up in your life in new ways. And I can say all the wonderful ways that things change, but I don't know how much time you want. I can be brief, or I can go on for a while.
Well, how long did it take you to do the homework every week? Or how long did it take you to, not that I really hold people to a weekly to do thing, but we set it up in such a way that if you do this every week, you'll be done, it gives you like benchmarks to hit. Did you feel overwhelmed? Right. Did you feel like it was enough to do, or did you feel like the timing was good, or how do you feel about that?
So I tend to be, my style is to do immersion. And so I did a whole lot more than you asked me to do. And that, it's going to depend on the person. It's going to depend on their life. I had some time to give to it. And so I felt like you gave me scuba equipment and I just dove in, I spent probably 20 hours a week on it, but as far as like really doing the assignments and the reading and the watching of the videos and the attending the sessions that you held for people and keeping up with others' questions and your answers, I think that would be probably closer to 10 hours a week for someone to do if they were just going to pace themselves more than I did.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Awesome. And do you think that like, how would I say it? Like you had enough of me? Like, I know you're like staring at my videos, like enough of me time on the videos, but as far as accessibility to me, I think people are thinking it's just because it's online. Boo, you're not going to hear from me or whatever. And, okay, I try to make it very personable to each student.
Right. Well, your turnaround time is incredibly fast. I was very impressed with, I would turn in an assignment within a 24 to 48 hours, you would get back to me with any feedback. And there's also opportunity in the class for people to ask questions. There's a forum specifically for that. And then you also held your sessions where we could all attend and ask any questions and learn from each other's questions. And that was very helpful. I also felt like you were pretty intuitive in terms of if there was a point where I needed something more, you just kind of popped in. So yeah.
I've been doing this for a little while.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You back everything up with so much experience that I find that very reassuring, because it's coming from years of having managed all sorts of Feng Shui consultations and understanding what goes into them, what comes out of them, where people can be, where people are at by the time they ask for some help.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And did you consider other courses, or or you just knew mine was the one? How did you decide or whatever?
I personally just knew it was you because I'm not all that traditional either. And I just wanted somebody who had brought feng shui into the modern world
Mhm.
and was bringing things from these days as well as from the old times. So it's like you've got both going on. You know
Right.
all the traditions, you know all the traditional cures, and you also have really expanded how to work with what's going on intuitively, energetically now in this world, in this time.
Mhm. Mhm. Awesome. Wow. Thanks.
Well,
Um,
thank you.
yeah, I just wanted to know if you, you know, feel like you're equipped to get out there and be professional. It's not like you learned all this stuff and now you're like, now I have to go out and do it. By the time you're done with the course, you've already done it to the point where you feel comfortable being a professional, right? I've been to so many courses where I learned all this stuff and then I was like, I don't know if I can go out there, you know? So that's why I built
Right.
in the doing the actual consultations, and I'm following up with you about them. So by the time you're ready to be professional, you've already done every possible thing to be professional already. So it's not a scary thing. That was my hope. Does it come out that way with you?
Yes. Yes. Well, I feel like I can, I can go out there and I've done astrology for years and just combining them. For me, that's my
Mhm.
niche. And you encourage people to find their niche. Um,
Mhm.
and the other thing is for people to think about is if you don't yet know whether or not you want to be a professional feng shui consultant, you don't have to know going in. You don't have to know, because one of the things that has come out of this for me, not just with me, but with the people I worked with, is that they find ways that I see them take new directions and unexpected directions. Because one of the things it does, I think, is bring you into alignment with yourself and with parts of you that might have gotten lost along the way. And if one of those parts of you is that you're going to help other people and have a service business, then you've got all the tools you need to do that.
Mhm.
But if what happens from taking the course is that you realize, here's where I need to go, I need to go in this direction, then that's okay too, right? You're going to get what you need for wherever you're going, including becoming a consultant.
Right, right. Awesome. Awesome. Well, is there anything else you want to add to this? Of course, anybody who listens to this and has additional questions, you can feel free to contact me, and we can put the link below or wherever in the newsletter, whatever this ends up. But I'm thankful that you called me and said you wanted to do a testimonial like this. And I hope it's helpful to those out there that are considering maybe changing careers or just adding this into their little life arsenal so they can have a new batch of information. You know, you can, so many people try to solve new problems with the same mindset, you know, and just trying to come up with additional information, additional ingredients for your recipe of life to make sure that you have like a spicy you know, a spicy meal in life, you know, and putting the cherry on top of, even if life is good, you can add to it and embrace something new to the equation that might bring you to a new level that you didn't even know existed. So yeah.
Right. Well, all I can say is, if people have money concerns, I mean, it's been kind of wild how much money has just shown up uh, since doing the course. And it's not just me, it's been with other people that I work with. So, you know, I mean, it's kind of wild what what some of these things that happen. I just kind of go, really? Wow. So,
That is true. The investment into the course, I think, is sounds inhibiting. Well, when I give people more time to pay than the course takes to do, it's my goal to have you need to make payments to get you out there to do the consultations, just to force you, you're like, have your clients pay your bills for you, and the providence that you were talking about, as soon as you sign up, things just start happening. And that is providence. If you look up the definition of providence, it's this energy that moves without your effort. Things just start lining up. If you buy the ticket to, I bought a ticket to be in Paris next June, and I'm, but somehow when you buy the ticket, you just get yourself organized so you can get there. And that's where providence helps move you towards the goal. And a lot of people think they have to know step A to step Z before they make a move. And I'm like saying, you might not even know step A to step B. Buy the ticket and watch what happens. That's the wild part, where you're just like, I can't even believe that happened, So
yeah, I think of it as unseen help, and it just starts coming through. And one last thing that I don't know if it's, the people that I worked with in particular, but person after person said, I'm getting all these kudos and compliments from people around me. It's as if I'm suddenly becoming visible.
Wow.
So, and it was in their house, the invisibility. But you take that away, and there they are, for other people to experience and see and appreciate.
Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, if you're in the mountain time, I don't know how big of a circle of area that you do, but certainly Colorado, right, is happy to have you.
Fort Collins, Loveland, Boulder, that area, that's where I am. And people can get a hold of me at vehanley@gmail if they want to, and I'd be happy to answer any questions too if they have them. So thank you, Karen.
Oh, thank you so much. I really enjoyed this little time that we had together, because we haven't seen you since you graduated. And so thank you for letting people know. And once again, anybody out there that's listening to this, if you have any additional questions, feel free to contact me, support@KarenRauchharder.com, or even contact Victoria herself and answer. I don't bother her too much with the questions, but I'm sure she's happy to help, because all my graduates are so freaking awesome and qualified in answering any
people.
Go for it. Go for it. Watch what happens. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you so much, Victoria, and have a wonderful evening.
You too. Bye.
Bye.